Hello, this is Pillow Talk, your pleasure conversation. This particular lesson is talking about sex toys, introducing the sex toys into the bedroom and talking to your partner about that and having that pleasure conversation. So I want to welcome you all to this particular lesson. And I say thank you all for being here again. Just keep in mind, when you're talking about introducing sex toys to your partner, just make sure that you, of course, approach the conversation with confidence. I know a lot of people, of course, when it comes to sex toys and want to talk about different things, and some may not, of course, be comfortable enough to, of course, be confident in what they want to talk to their partner about. So you have to kind of course, increase your confidence. Like I said, that's definitely one thing you don't want to go to your partner about. You're shaking in your voice, oh, honey, I don't know about this, that kind of thing. Like I said, and if you cannot talk to him or her being confident about the sex toys, just let them, and you're shy about it as well, just let them know and just say so. Like I said, they, I'm sure, are probably shy about it as well, especially if y'all haven't even talked about sex toys or introduced any kind of sex toys, anything along those lines. So like I said, both of you all may be shy and lacking confidence in this area, but it's okay. Like I said, the main thing is just to let them know that this is what you're looking at, and this is what you want in your bedroom, I guess I put it that way, and how you all can, of course, work together. So this conversation has to be had. Make sure that you have an open conversation with your partner, making sure that you let them know that the toy, of course, is for your pleasure, especially if you're a woman. Of course, it's for your pleasure and not to replace them or replace their penis. Just make sure that you let them know that. And I'll get more into that shortly as well, why that's very important. Let them know that you want to try something new in the bedroom and be adventurous in the bedroom. I know sometimes, of course, well, I can't say sometimes, a lot of couples, of course, have let me know that the spark, of course, dwindles after the first, second, third year of marriage or any kind of committed relationship. Like I said, you definitely have to make sure that you're, of course, increasing things in the bedroom, of course, being adventurous, of course, playing with each other, trying to figure out what works for you all. And, of course, sex toys can, of course, do that as well if you haven't already put them in your bedroom. Like I said, definitely just make sure that you, of course, know that at some point being stagnant, doing the same things over and over again, that's not going to feel good to anybody. So you have to spice things up and switch things up, y'all. And like I said, these sex toys is definitely a great way to do so for you all. Just like I said again, let your partner know that it's an addition to the bedroom and not a compliment or anything that's going to replace his male member, his penis, his dick, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm speaking a lot, I know a lot in this particular video to a partner who is a woman, and of course to a partner who's a man, just to let you all know. But this can apply to anybody throughout any kind of relationship genre or relationship, I guess LGBTQ, any types of those relationships as well, poly, swingers, anything along those lines. But just keep in mind, when it comes to men and women, sometimes this can definitely be a big factor as far as the relationship goes. And let me tell y'all why. Like I said, you definitely have to be reassuring to your partner that their sex feels good. Because I know some men think that they're supposed to be the know-all, end-all when it comes to sex, and their dick is supposed to keep their woman happy for the rest of their lives and that kind of thing. The reason why this is so important, y'all, I definitely make sure that you hear your man out as well. Make sure that you're listening to what he's telling you about his why he don't want the sex toys or whatever else is going on. But gentlemen, I'm talking to you all when I say these things too. Like I said, if you're feeling intimidated, fellas, or threatened that, of course, your woman wants sex toys and she's trying to replace your dick and all these kind of things, that is usually not the case. You all have to remember that our bodies are definitely made different from you all. You have to remember that. Our bodies, of course, just keep in mind that yes, we do need you as a partner and that kind of thing, and need your sex and that kind of thing as well. But just keep in mind that our bodies are made different. You all, every time that you all have sex, men, you usually, well, you all, to my knowledge, I have heard like one guy that actually told me that he did fake it one time because he wasn't into the whoever his partner that particular woman was. But 99 to 100% of the time, you all always come every time you're having penetrative sex with the woman. Like I said, for us women, we don't always come like that at all. Like I said, I believe the statistics were 65 to 70%. I think it's higher than that of women who do not have orgasms from vaginal penetration. So keep that in mind. Our bodies are not made to be exactly like yours. Just because it's a perfect fit for our vagina, your penis is, it does not mean that we're going to come every single time. And like I said, our bodies are definitely different. You have to realize that you have to focus more on the clitoral stimulation. Yes, you can have sex with her. Yes, you can put a vibe there on her clit, that kind of thing, to make it feel good so she can come. And then she'll, of course, have those vaginal contractions as well. But like I said, you have to keep in mind that our bodies is way different from yours. Well, different from yours in that aspect. Also, when you're talking about the sex toys, ladies, to your gentlemen, make sure that you're letting them know that you're looking to, of course, enhance your sexual experience together. Like I said, definitely sex toys will definitely enhance that experience together. You can both use different kind of sex toys on each other. You don't just have to use it for your woman, that kind of thing. Of course, in order to get that orgasm, most times you will have to. But of course, keep in mind that toys are gender neutral. You can use those on anybody in any kind of way. If you looked at the video talking about the foreplay, of course, you can massage with the vibrators all over your body. That feels good as well. So keep that in mind, y'all. I know, like I said, was just saying, and I'm going to keep talking about this a little bit more as well, but men may not understand, like I said, again, that women's bodies are different from theirs. Of course, like I said, the penis fits right into the vagina, but keep in mind, that is not how most women come at all. So like I said, we have to have that clitoral stimulation, whether you're thrusting us and that kind of thing, and put the vibe on our clit or whatever you want to do with it, on our labias or on our nipples, or however your woman comes. And like I said, you definitely have to make sure that if you're not having penetrative sex, like I said in the foreplay video, that the orgasm, of course, for the woman doing foreplay is okay. It helps get her vagina wet enough so your penis can go in softly and not so forcefully, I guess I put it that way, ripping any tissues down there. So keep that in mind. Like I said, our bodies is definitely made different. So fellas, I'm going to drill this into your head in this video. Like I said, I know some fellas may not want to hear that or may not want to understand that. But like I said, if you're trying to please your woman, this is something that you definitely have got to understand. Just know, ladies and gents, that of course you are, from our sex education, that kind of thing. A lot of times you're lied to when it comes to, like I said, the penis is the only way that a woman can orgasm. That is not the only way a woman can orgasm, and most women do not orgasm by, like I said, by penis. And like I said again, you have to make sure that there's some kind of clitoral stimulation out there when you all are, of course, having your fun time. Like I said again, it's the it's the clitoris that of course produces the orgasms for us women most of the time, and not the penis, not the penetrative sex. Yes, we love the sensation, I'm sure, when you're going in and out, that kind of thing. Of course, it's still going to feel good to us. And like I said, a small percentage of us women can, of course, still come by that. But a lot of us can't, so keep that in mind. Even if you're using your fingers to rub the clit or rub it back and forth, or you're using a toy on your woman while you're having sex with her, then go ahead and do that. Like I said, that definitely makes her feel good as well. The sex, like I said, I know a lot of it's a male-dominated society, and I know a lot of times we focus on the male's pleasure and that kind of thing, and the penetration is the only thing is really focused on for sex. But there's foreplay out there as well. And like I said, there's definitely information to let you know about our clitoris, and how that of course has over 6,000 nerve endings, and how that's the most sensitive part on our body, and how that was created just for pleasure only. So like I said, definitely make sure, fellas, that you're looking at that, and ladies, make sure that you're educating yourself about those kind of things as well, especially when it comes to this kind of conversation. And like I said, educating your male partner about the orgasm gap is required for understanding. Your partner may not have, especially ladies, if you have a male partner, your partner may have never heard about the orgasm gap and how the women may not come all the time from penetrative sex. This is probably their first time hearing that, and hearing how, of course, you can only get off by your clitoris and that kind of thing. For a lot of women, that is the case. And like I said, this may be the first time that they're hearing that, so just cut them some slack, ladies. Like I said, let them know that you, of course, understand that. And like I said, the way to understanding is, of course, making sure that you all know the information, making sure that you're looking at the background, making sure that you're, of course, studying and researching these things as well, so that you all can be comfortable in your bedroom enough to, of course, know that your woman is not just sitting there just, oh my God, and it's just penetrative sex and nothing's going on, and she never orgasms. We don't want to make you men feel bad either, but we also want to make sure that you know that the clitoris is where our stimulation comes from and where our orgasms come from. So keep that in mind. Like I said, it's not to make anybody feel bad or anything, but like I said, some men may not even heard of that until now, ladies. So keep that in mind, and be gentle with your man when you talk about this. And the orgasm gap, just in case you're wondering, ladies and gents, what that is, that's just a gap, like I just mentioned before. Most all the time have orgasms from penetrative sex, when the woman does not have orgasms all the time at all from penetrative sex, and we need that clitoral stimulation. That's what the orgasm gap is. It's just talking about the gap between the men and the women, what that percentage is. I forgot what the percentage is offhand, but like I said, definitely I know at least 99% of the men will usually have an orgasm just from having their penis stroked with the hand, with the vagina, whatever it is. But women, of course, when we're having penetrative sex, we don't always orgasm. Like I said, I believe they said 65 to 70%. I believe it's higher because I've seen some that said 80 and 85. It just depends on what information you look at. Whatever it is at least half the women out there cannot orgasm from just a penis alone. That's the main thing that I want y'all to understand when it comes to the orgasm gap. And still, like I said, research some more on your own, and still, of course, talk to your partner more about that as well, just so they can feel comfortable and understand where you're coming from, and of course have empathy, of course, from where you're coming from as well, ladies. Just keep in mind, gentlemen, I know I just talked about some ladies not coming when you all, of course, having penetrative sex, but keep in mind that's the reason why a lot of women, of course, fake their orgasms. I'm sure some of you probably can tell when your woman fakes an orgasm. Usually, from what my man tells me, when I'm having an orgasm, you can feel the muscles contracting around his penis. And like I said, that's usually how a lot of men can tell, because I've asked other guys as well. And like I said, gentlemen, if you're realizing that your woman is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and it sounds fake to you, or you don't feel all that pulsation from her vagina, like I said, definitely, because you can feel the clitoral muscles sometimes pressing down, that kind of thing, on the penis, and you can feel it contracting. Like I said, definitely know that your woman may be faking those orgasms, and we don't want to keep having that happen, y'all. That's why there's an orgasm gap. And like I said, we don't want your woman out there faking orgasms, and we don't want the men out there feeling bad because they have no idea how to make their women come. So, like I said, fellas, if you listen to this, if you bought this this particular course, Pillow Talk, make sure that you are understanding and do your research as well, that women need that clitoral stimulation. It's not to make you feel bad or say that you cannot please your woman, but like I said, they need extra. We need, of course, like I said, extra stimulation than you all would need. Yours is kind of simple. It just gets harder. You're ready to go. Ours isn't. Our body, like I said, is different. And of course, it takes more stimulation to, of course, get us to the point to, of course, want to have sex and want to feel like we want to feel good and have that pleasure. And then, of course, it takes us to a little moment to get our vaginas wet, y'all. So keep that in mind. And like I said, doing the foreplay, like I mentioned in that foreplay video, like I said, the foreplay is definitely a great way and the best way to, of course, get your woman warmed up and to get her juices flowing down there. So allow her to orgasm during foreplay, y'all, because it'll make it easy for your penis to go in and not ripping her tissues down there, because that hurts us. Like I said, a lot of men and women, of course, were not educated correctly. Like I said, women or men was educated about the orgasm gap, or about the penetrative sex, and how it does not, for every woman, make their woman have an orgasm. Like I said, we have to make sure that we're, of course, researching, of course, make sure that we're asking our partner, did you actually come? What's going on? Can you let me know what you need? Like I said, ladies, I know a lot of times you want to remain quiet and just fake that orgasm so he can just stop because it's not feeling good to you. I understand that. I've been there. But you have to keep in mind that you have to open your damn mouth and let him know what's not pleasing you. It's not to say, oh, you didn't make me come, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Be respectful with your answer and with your reply, but let your man know that you're needing some more stimulation down there, that his penis is, I mean, of course, if you want to say his penis isn't the only thing that makes you orgasm, that you need clitoral stimulation, make sure that you let him know that. Make sure that you let him know that you still, of course, love his damn penis, I'm sure. But like I said, let him know that you need the extra stimulation down there. Like I said, a lot of us were not educated at all about that. And like I said, a lot of you, it may be your first time hearing that. So I just want to make sure that it's coming across to you in a respectful way, and just letting you all know that it's okay. It is okay. If you all did not know this information, it is okay. But just keep in mind that moving forward, after you have watched this series, that you know better how to please your woman. Of course, like I said, just make sure that you pick up that little nugget. And ladies, I hope that it comes across to you as well, that you, of course, know how to better explain to your partner what's going on and why you have an orgasm. Because I know some may not understand, realize what they need, that kind of thing. Start having him play with your clit while you all are having sex and that kind of thing, and see how it feels. So, like I said, I'm sure it's going to feel a hell of a lot better with that clitoral stimulation, so that you can have that orgasm. And like I said, the sex toys definitely can bridge the orgasm gap. Just keep that in mind. Like I said, the sex toys, of course, you have the vibrators and that kind of thing. You have the bullets. And like I said, all those kind of things, of course, bring your woman to orgasm. But like I said, you just have to be educated on those things to know that they're out there, that they exist, and they're not to intimidate you fellas, but they're to, of course, enhance her pleasure, so that you can, of course, please your woman a lot better, I guess I put it that way. So she can, of course, be, honey, let's do this again, and want more sex from you, instead of just faking it and not wanting more sex, and then you all are in a sexless relationship wondering what the hell happened. Sometimes this is definitely the case. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, y'all. The stat. Let me read y'all this. In a recent survey of thousands of men and women, 64% of women versus 91% of men said they had an orgasm during their most recent sexual encounter, says the author Lori Mentz in the book Becoming Clitorate. That book I have, and I will, of course, like I said, that is definitely a great book. It's called Becoming Clitorate. Like I said, it will definitely teach you men and women about the orgasm gap and what, of course, how you can replace some of those, like I just mentioned, some of those things with the toys. Like I said, definitely, since this is about the sex toys. Like I said, the orgasm gap, the sex toys can definitely help with that. So, how do you all have that pleasure conversation with your partner about the sex toys? Number one, make sure that you're choosing the right time. I know a lot of folks, they choose the right time. I just told you that as well. But there may be no perfect time to have this conversation. But just keep in mind, just be smart about having the conversation. Make sure that you, of course, have had sex with your partner a few times, I guess, especially if it's a new relationship. And then, of course, that you all can, of course, talk about different things, whatever's going on in the bedroom. Like I said, you definitely want to make sure that there's a good level of trust and communication between you both inside and outside the bedroom before you bring up this conversation. Because if it's not, it will be a lot of recourse about feeling intimidated, or you think I'm not good enough, I guess, to please you and have you and create those orgasms with you. And like I said, they'll be intimidated about the sex toys. So you definitely have to make sure that it's a good time for you all, not right after you have had sex, or I would definitely say that. But like I said, any other time that you all are looking at TV, something comes up about sex, or lube comes on, I don't know, it's a commercial about lube or that kind of thing, or you all are looking at a movie, somebody's having sex or doing these kind of things, or some woman has a sex toy and they're showing it. Make sure that you bring the conversation up, y'all. And if those things aren't going on, just bring the conversation up anyway. You all can be at dinner. It could be something that you all discuss on your date night. Bring that conversation up and don't just sit in silence either. But like I said, choose the right time. Not when you all are both upset or just came home from work and you're rushing, trying to get food cooked and all these kind of things. Wait until you all are peaceful, you're calm, and you, of course, can listen to each other, what each other has to say about this. Number two, ease into the conversation gently. Like I said, easing into the conversation, like I said, with an article. If you see something, I have an article that you want to share with your partner about sex toys that will help educate your partner and that kind of thing. Definitely share that with them and let them know this is something that you want to try, and this is a new pleasure that you want to feel, and this is the way that you can orgasm more when you all are having sex. Like I said, definitely make sure that you're bringing the conversation to them gently and not just blaming and shaming, or your dick isn't good enough and this kind of thing. Please do not be disrespectful. That is definitely a turn off in your relationship over time. If you keep saying those things, keep being disrespectful about these conversations, it will definitely lead to no sex in the bedroom at all. And folks stepping out on each other, folks being resentful. I don't want that. I'm sure y'all don't want that either. Like I said, you can talk to your partner. You can say this: I found this interesting article on how sex toys can be a lot of fun and enhance our playtime experience. What do you think about them? You can just ask that question. Like I said, this is a great way to get the conversation started if you're unsure how your man will respond, ladies. Again, that question was, of course, if you have an article, if you have something that you saw on TV, whatever it was, or if you saw an advertisement online, of course, screenshot it and, of course, bring it to them. Honey, look at this. What do you think about these things? This can enhance our playtime. Like I said, definitely just bring it to them and let them know. 3, reassure your man. I will say that over and over again in this video. Making sure that you're reassuring your man and letting him know that this particular vibrator, this particular toy, whatever it is not a replacement for the emotional closeness that you all feel when you all are sexually intimate. Yes, his dick is still good to you, I'm sure. But like I said, a lot of women, just because of the way our bodies are made and the way our bodies are set up, we just have to have that clitoral stimulation. There's nothing about the man. Yes, you can, of course, enhance that, but yes. But like I said, this is just the way our bodies are set up, fellas. And like I said, this is nothing to say that you cannot please her with your penis. I'm sure she loves that pleasure as well. But like I said, and as far as the orgasms go, with the toys and that kind of thing, that can greatly enhance that for her. And of course, make it wetter down there so you can, of course, have your penis going back and forth as much as you like it for as long as you like. I put it that way as well. Number 4, like I just said, do your research. Find out what sex toys you all want to use and how it works. The fear of the unknown is a real fear. If you have no idea how these sex toys work and you have not ever had one, and fellas, you have never even tried to use one or work one, like I said, you definitely have to make sure that you research. And like I said, this will help him, of course, help you fellas, of course, ease your mind if you have doubts about the sex toys. Like I said, this can help. But like I said, definitely make sure that you do your research. Women, ladies, just don't bring any sex toys home and look at this, honey, let me just throw this on the bed and let's go do this tonight. Like I said, you have to ease into this conversation and like I said, talk to your partner, have this conversation about the sex toys. If you had one, if you have one and you're hiding it, make sure that you let him know that as well, that you love the stimulation from it, but you all want to, of course, still research and talk about it. Let him, of course, do those kind of things with you. Number 5, shop for sex toys together. I don't care if you're going into a sex shop where you can actually feel some of the toys, that kind of thing, see how they feel. Sometimes they may have some on display where you can feel the vibration. And if not, of course, if you're shopping online, they have different videos and things like that can, of course, show you how the toy works, how it can be used. Just search those things. Like I said, shop for sex toys together, not just one person, the woman, oh, just go out there and buy a sex toy or whatever you want, honey. No, it's not going to be that. You have to go out there with her, gentlemen, to, of course, see how these sex toys look, to see how it feels. Hopefully you have been to a sex shop like Hustler Boutique or whoever boutique you want to go to in your neighborhood. Hopefully you all can go together and, of course, enjoy that time together. That could be a date night for you all. Make it a date night and just go see how, go see how the vibrators and stuff like that are. Like I said, have fun with it, y'all. Don't be so serious about it. Definitely have fun. And like I said, number 6, definitely no pressure. If your partner is still feeling uncomfortable, ladies, just don't keep pushing the issue to make him feel more uncomfortable and more not confident about the sex and that kind of thing. Like I said, just take your time and come back to the conversation at a later date. That's all you have to do. Like I said, you definitely don't want to overpower the entire situation, telling your man you gotta have this, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. If he's uncomfortable with the toys at this time, that doesn't mean that he's never at some point going to want some and want to please you with some. But like I said, keep that in mind. Just guide his fingers down to your clit when y'all are fucking, that kind of thing, to help you have that orgasm. You can start there. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely don't pressure him into, of course, making him get the toy and he's uncomfortable and not feeling it and that kind of thing. Just come back to it the next week, the next month, that kind of thing, y'all. Solo, number 7, is talking about masturbation solo time. For number 1, allow your partner to experiment and to get comfy using the toy on his own, of course. Like I said, make sure that your partner knows you can give him a toy. Y'all looked at it, y'all bought it, that kind of thing. But of course, give it to him to let him play with it, to see how it feels in his hands and to see how he can work it on you. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, this will let him know how to use it on you doing your couples play. And also try going, like I said, into I already said that, an actual sex shop to touch and feel the toys. And like I said, another thing, for the solo time, him playing by himself to figure out how this works. And then, of course, with you, you can take this toy, masturbate in front of him so he can know how to put that on you and know how it makes you feel. And then, of course, guide his hand with the toy, that kind of thing, so he can find your spots, so he can know exactly how that feels on you. Don't be afraid to do that, ladies. I know some folks may not even want to have their partner watch them masturbate, but like I said, that's the best. That can definitely be a great part in foreplay as well. But like I said, definitely making sure that your man knows how to please you. You have to guide his hand with the toy so he can feel good on you. Then he'll get used to knowing where your erogenous zones are down there. So like I said, definitely take this time. Like I said, don't be too serious, but just definitely make sure that you have fun with this stuff, y'all. Also, number 8, let your partner control your pleasure. If you have a remote control vibrator, definitely give him the remote. But some vibrators, hold on. Some vibrators, you can actually put them inside the vagina, or they fit like in panties and that kind of thing, to be right at the clit. You can give your partner that controller so he can go ahead and, like I said, give you those sensations without him even touching you. So like I said, give him that control and let him give you that pleasure so he can see how you're reacting, see how you love it, that kind of thing as well. And then y'all can start with the penis, insertion and stuff like that as well. So like I said, definitely make sure that y'all start playing with these things. There's all types of vibrators out there, all types of sex toys that you can get into. Like I said, definitely make sure that you're keeping that in mind when you're talking about buying sex toys, looking at sex toys. The best thing I would say is to actually either look online. Bedroom Candy, I'm a Bedroom Candy boutique consultant. We have an awesome website, of course, that you can look at as well. And then, of course, if you have a sex shop near you, that will give you a chance to, of course, touch and feel these things as well. Number 9, just make sure that you know that sex toys have mutual benefits. Men out there, of course, you aren't left out when it comes to the sex toys. They have cock rings. They have cock rings that vibrate. They have sleeves that, of course, fit right over your penis like an ejaculator. They have all types of things that you can play with as well, and that your woman can help you use in the bedroom. So, like I said, definitely get on it, y'all. The cock rings that vibrate. Once you have that vibration, of course, on your cock, down at the base, like I said, inserting your penis into your woman, she can feel that on her clit. So, like I said, that's definitely a mutual benefit for you both. So keep that in mind. It's not just for women. We have things for men as well at Bedroom Candy. So keep that in mind, y'all. And number 10. Turn him into the sex toy. like I just said, with the vibrating cock ring that stimulates your clit at the same time. Doing the penetration, like I said, that is an awesome ass experience, y'all. Make sure that you all are doing that. Like I said, definitely is mutual benefits for both of you. Not just one, y'all. So like I said, definitely this is, like I said, the video talking about sex toys. Like I said, I know there's probably more conversations to be had about the sex toys and that kind of thing, but this will give you all a start to, of course, trying to explore sex toys, to talk about sex toys with your partner, and to have that conversation. Don't be scared, ladies and gents. Like I said, this is the time for you all to be adventurous, have all that kind of play in your bedroom, and just enjoy each other, and of course, enjoy the pleasure. So with that, I want to say thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next video. This is Pillow Talk Pleasure Conversations, and this is having that sex toy conversation, y'all. So I'll see y'all soon.